Before I start this video, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the support. I finally reached 1,000 subscribers. As for this channel's future, I'll still be covering more art-related stuff and video essays, and possibly having a podcast with guests? I don't know. Who knows? You guys may need to stay tuned for that one. And this video will be posted in advance, so the subscriber count may be greater than usual. Any viewership will be greatly appreciated. Now, back to the video. In the previous episode, I tried implementing the art style to 5 different portraits. So I tried practicing a bit more, but this time with a more freedom of expression and experimentation. This will not be a tutorial or breakdown video, it will just be me rambling and with the piece being done in the background. Recently, I've been getting up to date with the Dragon Ball canon, with the new Dragon Ball Beerus trailer being dropped at the announcement that they will remaster the Dragon Ball Super anime. My initial impression was like, wait, what's the point of that? We already have the movies for Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F, so I didn't get why they would make a remaster of that. But it turns out that Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, did not like how Toei Animation handled the Dragon Ball Super anime, which I 100% agree on. However, I think that redoing Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F would be unnecessary, since, I find the movies to be great already in terms of visuals and storytelling, and it would be better to just start off with the Universe 6 tournament arc onwards, for example. I was really hoping for the Moro arc to finally be animated, but to be frank, I think it's better for Dragon Ball Super to have the Moro and Granola arcs be separated into movies with, high quality animation and storytelling, just like, the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But that's just me personally. Other people would rather have it the old anime format of episodes, where they release it weekly or bi-weekly. Or maybe a few 1-hour episodes like this new remastered series will be having as a format. Okay, so enough of Dragon Ball Super. Let's talk about what I've done so far in illustrating Goku with experimental art styles. So this art style I used may not be, similar or exactly the same as I did with the 5 portraits before, but I think, I tried to make it more of a cartoonish art style, since the Shintani art style heavily influenced me in making this video as well. Since the Dragon Ball Z already has a very rough, jagged, spiky design, maybe I would just, tone it down a little bit and make it more of a, a friendly, approach. So I did not focus too much on the rendering because I feel like this type of art style is better if it's, simple in terms of the rendering style. Otherwise, it will look kind of odd. Maybe having it look like a doll or something. But what I learned is that the more you lean towards a cartoony art style, the less necessary it is for you to have complex lighting or rendering style. Because, when you look at anime, for example, their rendering styles aren't too complex compared to maybe semi-realistic or realistic portraits. So I think, this didn't take that much time. I just wanted to experiment with Goku's eyes, maybe his eyebrows, and maybe I kept the same old spiky hair, but I maybe have their eyebrows separated, since the Dragon Ball art style has their eyebrows attached. I mean, not necessarily, but it looks like they're attached to the eyes of the characters themselves when the characters are angry or in their default faces, as you can see right here. So I tried, blending maybe Samda's arts, a little bit of Disney, and then maybe some Shintani art style. And that's basically what I got from this experiment. So that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything to say. This is gonna be a quick video. And my favorite so far is, I think, the first one I did, where he's looking at a 3/4 angle downwards. Because I feel like that's the most friendly looking. And this portrait right here looks a little bit odd. I didn't know how to fix that, so I just let it be. So yeah, so this one is basically my favorite compared to the others. And that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to, do more video essays or do more tutorials. But even then, if I do more tutorials, I don't really know what other tutorials I can teach you guys next. So it's probably just gonna be me rambling about, maybe cover some TikTok, art tips and maybe react to them. I don't know. Maybe a podcast with my fellow online artists, or maybe like, a few of my close friends that I know that does art. Just let me know what type of content you guys want me to make more in the future. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys on the next video.